Right now, you're probably in a lit room. And if the power went out right now, completely, no phone, no streetlight bleeding through the curtain, nothing, you would feel it immediately. Something would shift. Your body would change before your brain even processed what happened. Heart rate up, muscles tightening, senses sharpening, and you'd probably tell yourself it's irrational, that there's nothing actually out there, that you're a grown adult and darkness is just the absence of light. But that feeling isn't irrational. Not even slightly. It is 2 million years of very accurate survival data still running inside you. And when you understand what your ancestors actually faced in the dark, you'll never call that fear irrational again. Let's start with what most people assume. The story goes like this. Humans fear the dark because we can't see in it. Simple. Logical. Incomplete. Because lots of animals can't see well in the dark, and most of them don't experience fear the way we do. Deer freeze. Prey animals scatter. But what humans feel in genuine darkness is something different. It's not just alertness. It's dread, and dread requires imagination. It requires picturing something that isn't there yet. That distinction matters enormously. Here's what the evidence actually shows. For the vast majority of human evolutionary history, the dark wasn't just inconvenient, it was genuinely, statistically lethal. Researchers studying predator behavior in African savannas have documented something striking. Large predatory cats, lions especially, are dramatically more active after dark, not slightly more, dramatically. A 2011 study tracking lion attacks on humans found that attacks increased significantly in the days following a full moon, when nights were darkest. The data was stark. When the moon was full and bright, attacks dropped. When nights were dark, they surged. Your ancestors weren't imagining danger in the dark. They were correctly identifying it. But it wasn't just lions. Leopards hunt almost exclusively at night. Hyenas are most active between midnight and dawn. Prehistoric humans living on open savannas without fire, without walls, without weapons beyond sharpened sticks, faced a world where the moment light disappeared, the odds shifted dramatically against them. The darkness wasn't empty. It was full, and the things filling it were actively hunting. So what happened inside the human brain in response? Something precise and permanent. The amygdala, the part of your brain that processes threat, developed what neuroscientists call a darkness bias. It treats low-light conditions as a threat signal by default, before any evidence of danger exists. You don't need to see something scary in the dark to feel afraid. The dark itself is the trigger. Because for 2 million years, that early warning system wasn't paranoia. It was the difference between waking up and not waking up. And here's what makes this even more layered. The fear of dark didn't just protect individual humans. It shaped how entire groups behaved. Because when darkness fell, early humans didn't scatter. They gathered. They moved closer to fire, closer to each other, closer to the center of the group. Darkness forced proximity, and proximity forced something else entirely. Cooperation. Communication. The kind of dense social interaction that only happens when everyone is pressed together around a single light source in a vast dark world. Some researchers have argued that the campfire wasn't just a tool for warmth or cooking. It was the first boundary humans ever drew. A circle of light in the darkness. Inside the circle, safety. Outside it, the unknown. And everything that defined early human society, the social hierarchies, the storytelling, the planning, the rituals, happened inside that circle. Darkness pushed humans inward, and that inward pressure built civilization. Think about what that means. The fear that makes you reach for a light switch right now, that same biological response, is the thing that first forced your ancestors together. It's the reason they stayed close enough to share fire, close enough to share food, close enough to develop language. The fear of the dark didn't just keep individual humans alive. It may be one of the forces that made humans social at all, and it never left. Not even close. Because the world changed far faster than evolution could follow. We invented artificial light roughly 150 years ago in any widespread sense. Electric streetlights, electric homes, the ability to banish darkness entirely. 150 years against 2 million years of hard evolutionary wiring. The math doesn't come close to working. Your brain hasn't been updated. It's still running the original software. The one that was written on a dark savanna with things moving in the grass. This is why children fear the dark universally across every culture, every continent, every era. It isn't learned from parents. It isn't cultural conditioning. Studies show it emerges spontaneously at around age 2, precisely when a child's brain becomes capable of imagining things that aren't immediately visible. The imagination and the fear arrive together, because they were always connected. The ability to picture what might be out there in the dark is the same cognitive ability that makes humans uniquely dangerous as a species. Forward thinking, threat modeling, planning for things that haven't happened yet. Your fear of the dark is not a flaw. It is the edge of the same mental machinery that built every city, every defense system, every plan ever made for a future that didn't exist yet. So the next time the lights go out and something shifts inside you, don't dismiss it. That's not weakness. That's 2 million years of accurate information encoded so deeply into your biology that electric light hasn't touched it. The dark was dangerous. Your brain never forgot.